good people? Welcome back to Unstoppable Vibes channel. My name is Elizabeth Wambua. If you are new on this channel, if it is your first time to come across this channel, consider subscribing, liking and commenting on my videos. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much for choosing to subscribe on this channel, for choosing to support me. So, on today's video, it's kind of a story, something that I have gone through. Most of the time, to me, that is something I keep on doing, and sometimes it helps me. It breaks my heart. It makes me like I am not good enough. I am not, but I know I am not lazy. And if you are going through that again, you also can relate to this one, and maybe it can help you. Today, on today's video, I want to tell how I tried, not even tried, literally, that was what I had, and that's how I survived with only 200 shillings one day. As you know, life in Nairobi, it is so hard and it can humble you. My friend, 200 shillings in Nairobi, it is like you have nothing. You know, if you know the life in Nairobi and the life in the village, if you compare, it is two different things. And this one, it is very humbling, very stressful, very draining, a lot. It is not easy. So I want to show you how I tried to survive on 200 shillings one day. It is just like 2 weeks or 1 week ago, and it is sometimes my life. So this day I woke up, I looked at my pocket, I had only 200 shillings. That time, school fees was hanging. I have not even paid school fees. It is towards end month. I need to pay rent. I need to take care of my baby and a lot of stuff that needs money. On my pocket, I had only 200 shillings. The same day, I wanted to go somewhere, a very important place. I had to go, and it was a must I go for that day. That place, going there, the transport is around 100 shillings, going to and fro. So from my place, going there, it is like 50 shillings, coming back again 50 shillings. But there is a distance where you have to pay like 20 shillings. After the 50 bob, you pay 20 bob. But that for that distance, and said that one I'll just trek. I'll walk from that stage. I'll just walk because of the economy. I wanted to balance this money. I woke up. The best thing with me, as always, I am always telling you, I have to budget. I do shopping any day, anytime. You will not miss sugar in my house, unga, rice, cooking oil, such things. You can never miss them in my house. So this day I had some coffee, and on these 200 shillings I had to buy like mandazi for 30 bob. That mandazi, 30 bob is 3 mandazi, 10 shillings. For me, I took just one mandazi. I gave my son one mandazi. Then there was a balance of one mandazi for him to take before lunchtime, around 11:10 there. So having budgeted, that is the breakfast, 30 shillings is gone. Now I am left with 170 shillings. I have to go at that place. So another 50 shillings for that transport. From that 170, subtract 50 bob. I have 120. There is no lunch for my baby, not even for myself. I am not counting for myself. For me, I can survive, but for him, he can never survive. Kids are kids. Those of you with kids, they can relate, they can understand this. A kid cannot survive. So, you as a grown-up, you can survive, but a kid, maybe they can never survive. So, I had to leave again 50 shillings for his lunch. So, in 120, minus again 50, I have a balance of how much? 70 bob? Yeah. Now I went to my place, wherever I was going. I reached there at around 8, and I was there waiting all the day. I was there up to around 4. But around 2 p.m., I received a call from someone who is my friend anyway, but we don't communicate that much. So that time he called me and he asked me, I have seen you somewhere. I don't know whether it is you or it is not you. And I was like, where? He told me the building he was. And funny enough, I was in the same building but in a different room. But he saw me while he was going upstairs. He saw me through a window. Yes, I told him. So he asked me, what are you doing there? I told him what I was doing. He told me what also he was doing, and we had to meet after the whatever you are doing. I'm like, I don't want to meet him because going home, I have 70 bob. I want to trek like a place of where I can pay like 20 bob or 30 bob, so that I have something when I'm going back to the house. Those of you again with kids, when you are going home, and you reach at home and your kid is like, mommy, what do you bring for me? Give me something. What did you buy for me? And that time maybe you don't have something. That thing breaks my heart. I don't know for other people, but for me, I just feel so bad when I can't even afford something for my baby. It is the most heartbreaking thing in my entire parenting lifestyle. So I did want to meet this guy because when I meet him, we have to go with the matatu all the way until the 70 bob. From that stage, a small stage for 20 bob, we have to get to the matatu again. From that, another stage, 50 bob. I was like, I don't want to meet this guy. But he insisted. That time I was leaving, I just wanted to leave and tell him, I forgot you were there. Forgive me because I know you will watch this. Forgive me. But we met. God made us meet again after the meetings, whatever we were doing. So I met with this guy and went to the stage. I was not happy. I was not. If you have ever been in such situation, you feel uncomfortable. Even you don't feel at peace. You don't even want too much stories because you have a lot of stress in you. You are thinking about something else. This guy is thinking about something else because we had met like an year ago, I think so. So he had a lot of stories, but I was not cheerful. You can see it from my face because I am thinking, now if I pay this 20 bob again 50 bob, I go to the house with nothing. How? We have to take supper. It was sad, but God is there. We went to that stage, and that guy, being a man he paid for that stage up to the other one. It was 20 bob, 40 bob for both of us. So he paid. We went to the next stage. He was like, can we take soda? Can we take lunch? And I was like, no, me, I feel like I'm okay. I don't want to take lunch. I had a lot of stories because I didn't want to be a burden to that guy. I felt like for him to buy for me lunch. He has paid for me transport. It is too much. And I said, I just pretended I'm okay. I don't want some drinks. I don't want something to eat. He was like, why? And I was like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I told him, can you go and take lunch if you wanted to take something and we meet next time? And he was like, no, we have to go together. And I told him, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm okay. I'm okay. Finally, he told me, let me just pick a bottle of water from that shop. Then we go. Again, I'm stressed. I don't want him to pay for me again. No. In that town, this guy took some water and he came back. We boarded a matatu at the stage. We went. Now the matatu had to pay through M-Pesa. That lipa na M-Pesa pochi la biashara, I think something like that. That guy has a problem with his eyes, so he uses specs. He was like, I can't read those numbers. Can you kindly read for me the numbers, or you enter the numbers on my phone? I picked his phone and I had entered the numbers for the pay bill now, and pochi la biashara that is, and I gave him back the phone. And I was seated like this, feeling guilty. I'm feeling bad. I'm asking myself why. Why does he has to pay for me again 50 shillings? And if it's not paying for me, I have to pay for myself. Now the balance I will be having only 20 shillings. 20 shillings. How are we going to have supper with 20 shillings? Hey, I was seated here, and the guy was seated next to me. I just picked on his phone and I saw him pay 100 shillings. So he has already sorted my transport. I felt happy, and again I felt like I am lazy. I am depending on him too much. Again, we came up to my place, and no, he had to go another distance from my place. He left me, then he moved to another place. He was like, bye, see you next time, and I was so happy. I did not tell you, but I told him, thank you. I know you will watch this one. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You don't know what you did to me. Manze uliniokolea. Whoa. It was so bad for me. Now, can you imagine I'm coming back to the house with the 70 bob? My friend, something like onion, I have them in my house. I had no, now I could not buy onions. So I was like, I'm going to buy vegetables. On this case, I could buy some sumawiki. I had tomatoes in my house, so I could spend like 20 or 30 shillings on the vegetables. I did that. I bought sumawiki and I came to the house. Had supper. Again, now I have a balance. I bought vegetables for 20 shillings or 25, I think, if I'm not wrong. I had like 50 bob now balance. 50 or 40 balance. So again, my morning breakfast is already sorted. I have 40 bob. So 40 bob I had to buy milk for the following morning for breakfast, especially for my kid, not even for myself. Imagine, that's how I ended up surviving with 200 shillings. I know it is hard, it is painful, it is heartbreaking, and it is unbelievable to some people. And some people can relate to this, and even some of you, maybe you spend more than this in a day or less than this. I know life is tough. It is tough everywhere, but for some people it is not tough. Thank God if you are in that position, you can afford everything. Like everything for you, it feels smooth. Just say thank God. For some of us, it is tough, super tough. But it doesn't mean you are lazy. It doesn't mean that you are stupid. It doesn't mean that you are not a good parent. You know, it is just a situation. And the next day, God provides for you. Like for me, the next day something again happened, a better something, and I was like, now I am good. I just survived the other day with 200 shillings. That's why if you survive with just that less money, the next time you get money, you have to be smart here. You have to plan for that money. You have to budget for that money. I know I have speak something to someone. Some of you can relate this, and some maybe can't relate. They have never been in that space. And if you have never been in that space, fine. It is good for you. Thank God you have never been there. Some of us, especially me, that is my life. It is not the first time though. I have done this literally many times. So that is the sort of life most of us live. Nairobi can humble you, my friend. Nairobi. But it is also a lesson. It makes you become stronger, become wiser, and know that now, whenever I have something, I have. Whenever I don't have, I don't have. And you have to balance everything, and everything must move despite whatever you are going through, you know? And no one will understand you out there if you don't explain yourself. Like that friend of mine didn't know what I was going through. And thank God you came through for me. You don't know what I was going through for that day. 70 bob, transport, and I was not expecting to board a matatu. I just planned that I would just spend like 30 or 40 shillings or 30 or 20. That was my plan. Now, I know majority of you can relate to this. Some even spend less than that, 200, 100, 150, 200, the 200 I've talked about. You know, it depends with your situation. But make sure whenever you get money, first, do a small shopping in your house. Make sure you don't miss food in your house. Unga, rice, cooking oil, sugar, such things should never miss in your house. Depending on the amount of money you get, just plan for that money. Make those things the first priority. How can you save when you are hungry? How? That doesn't make sense. So, as much as we say you have to save, you have also to budget for your needs. You know, like food, rent, school fees. Those are necessities. You must have those things. If you have ever tried budgeting yourself in a day for these 200 shillings or less, kindly comment on the comment section. Tell us how you tried to budget your money and what you bought, what you are able to get, what you are not able to get. That is the end of our today's story and video. I know it is somehow it is making sense to some people, and to some it is not. It is just a dream. They are just wondering how can you survive on 200. But sometimes some things come with and make us strong and make us again learn a lesson. You know, in Kiswahili we say mashida sometimes inakuerevusha, you know, like what you have gone through, the hardest moments makes you strong, makes you wise. That is what I mean. So that is the end of our today's video. Kindly comment, like this video, and those who have not subscribed, sorry, kindly consider subscribing, guys. We are growing and I'm happy. For those who have subscribed, I'm super thankful, super grateful. God bless you. Those who have not done so, kindly consider subscribing. Consider watching my videos, liking and commenting. Until next time, work smart, work hard, plan wisely, and remember, you are unstoppable and you are wise than you think. See you in my next video. Bye.